What's up, fellas? Welcome to the Week 1 recap for fantasy football. I'll be your host, Billy Soper, and let's jump right into it. Mixed administration versus aggressively average. I won 118 to Travis's 95. Starting with my team, I'm so happy with my team. Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things. Joe Mixon's great. Montgomery, but it's a 14-man league, so every team is going to have it. CeeDee Lamb, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because I just feel bad for Gunner, and I want Cowboys to do well, so that makes me think they are going to do well. I thought this was going to be Dak and CeeDee Lamb's year, you know. Well, Dak's out, and CeeDee Lamb gave me what, 5 points? Yeah, 5 points. So disappointing there, but that's the only disappointment on my team. I love Gabe Davis. Him and Juju, I think, were undervalued. So happy with that pick. I think St. Brown was undervalued too. Another great pick for whoever got him. I don't know who. Dalton Schultz is the premier garbage time tight end. I was so happy to see him on that last drive. I think he got like 3 or 4 receptions for some garbage yards that didn't really matter. But I think that's his MO. And for me, that makes him a top 5 tight end for fantasy. Super happy with my team. I'll never bench the Bills again. I was thinking they're playing the Rams. It was my logic. That was stupid because Stafford is not going to be the 2021 Stafford this year. That's for sure. Travis, I do like your team. I don't think 95 represents your team. Lamar Jackson, great. Dalvin Cook will never give you a 14-point game. I think that man's going to be up like over 15 every game. I like Brandon Cooks. High volume. He gets a lot of targets. I don't think he's a touchdown machine because Texans, but I do like that pick. Mark Andrews, I think he'll get you more than 10 points on average a game. Um, I like your team, Travis. I just happen to think that the better team won this week. I wouldn't be nervous if I were you, Travis. I like your team. Nick, multiple scoregasms versus Thunder Ridge, Andrew Dare. Nick, I think 108 is great, but I don't think you're going to be scoring more than 110 a lot of weeks. And I'm not saying this out of like spite or anything. I don't think Stafford's the guy this year. I do like Javante Williams. I'll be honest. I don't know jack shit about Brees Hall. He's on the Jets. He's a Jets player, so I don't think he's. I'm just. Jamar Chase is the man, and so for some reason, um, they're wanting to get him the ball even more. At least that's what Joe Burrow said. I think the quote was something like, "As much as we get him the ball, we need to get it to him more." So that's just great news for you. I mean, I think a 30-point game would not be like the most insane thing ever for him if he does that like every other week. Um, Other than that, I don't like your team, Nick. Javante, great. Jamar Chase, great. I don't think the Steelers have the greatest receivers, and I don't know, man. With Deontay Johnson, I just I do like AJ Dillon. I do. Now that I'm looking at your bench, I didn't see that. Okay, so you got hope, but because I like AJ Dillon way more than Aaron Jones. Good team, Nick. Just I think okay. Let's be honest. Below average team in my opinion. I don't think the 108 fully represents your team. Thunder Ridge, Andrew Dare. You may have lost this with a 99. I don't think that's going to be the average for you. I think that this underrepresents your team. I think Kareem Hunt is going to be the fucking man in Cleveland. Austin Eckler, I don't know if he got hurt or what that deal is with the 11. I think you're going to see more from him, especially with Keenan Allen out. I think they'll be running it more and using Austin Eckler as a pass option. Justin Herbert just throws a dart. Sometimes to his own disadvantage because I think even if they're 5 yards away, that he still puts it on a rope, and I think he has a lot of drop passes because of it. But I still love Justin Herbert, the pick for fantasy. I hate him as a Chiefs fan, and he kind of scares me. But we'll kick their ass today, so it doesn't matter. Saints defense, I think, will give you more than 3 points, at least not negatives. Especially as the season goes on, when a defense doesn't give you negative points, I think that's great. Um, I like your team, Bear. I think you're playoff worthy. Maybe not top 5. Next up, we got Wrath of Barkley versus Ertz Donuts. Josh versus Chris. 142 for Josh to Chris's 78. We'll start with Josh. Joe Burrow, I love him, and I love his attitude. He's just confidence personified, swag personified. Like great, great quarterback. I think his very first pass of the season was a pick six, but I think that he's going to be maybe top six, top seven quarterback for fantasy. And then your next pick, Saquon Barkley. That man is insane. The OG quad father is going to run people the fuck over this season. He is running with a mission like his life depends on it. The man wants a bag. Running backs come in and out of this league so quickly, and their careers are not long. So I think this man is like, I need to get paid. So he's running for his family. He's running for his livelihood, and I think we're going to see that this year, and it's going to look good. Josh Jacobs, I mean, he's Raiders, Cooper Kupp, great. Scary Terry is your wide receiver two in a 14-man league. That is amazing. I think that you have the best team in the league. Your bench even looks okay. I think you win this year. I do, Josh. I think this is your year. Christopher Duderstadt, 78 points. You got Dak, and then Cam Akers. Jonathan Taylor did his thing. Hunter Renfrow, just not seeing it, man. Derek Carr is not the man. I was on the Derek Carr train, but not anymore. Just after one game, it's just not there. And Hunter Renfrow is like fighting for receptions with Waller. Like it's, and then obviously everything is going to go to Devontae Adams. So, oof. T. Higgins, oof. Zach Ertz, I'm scared for you, Chris. Good luck, man. Good luck. God, you already have two guys on IR too, and then you got Dak. Well, they didn't put him on IR for some. What is up with the Cowboys? Like, oh my God. Okay. Next up, we got Toon Squad versus Tetros Frat Stars. Dylan won, 119 to 92. We'll start with Kip. Kip, I think Trey Lance did what most people thought Trey Lance was going to do. I don't think the San Francisco locker room is behind him, and I think 10 to 15 points will be his average for as long as he's the starter. Christian McCaffrey, sure, great, 15, 16 points. He's going to get hurt by week 4. It's just going to happen. I love the A.J. Brown pick. I love the Juju Smith-Schuster pick. I love Kyle Pitts. I don't think Kyle Pitts will be scoring 4 points a game. He'll be doing more. Chiefs defense, great. But I think just the better team won this week, and that's Dylan's team. Jalen Hurts, amazing pick. I love that pick. I wanted him this year. I think you're getting him with around the 10th, 8th round quarterbacks. That's where he was valued. I think he's going to be a top 5. Maybe 6. Maybe the 6th highest scoring fantasy quarterback. I think he's great. Derrick Henry will not be giving you 9 points a week. He just isn't. The Titans are going to figure it out. They always do. Clyde, amazing pick. That upside on that is great. He looks completely different. I don't know if it's the offensive line. I don't know if he realized, oh shit, I need to get money and I need to run. My life depends on it, like Saquon's doing. I don't know. Tyreek Hill, I don't give a fuck who his quarterback is. You give that man a 5-yard check down, he's giving you 40 yards. Every fucking time. He just is. So, great pick there. I like your team, Dylan. That's a top 5 team for me. Definitely playoffs. Next up, we got A-Town Bombers versus Alaskan Snow Dragons. Coulter won, 146 to Andrew Himes, 101. Coulter, the frustration comes from you actually having a good team because you didn't pick Patrick Mahomes first, and yet you still have Patrick Mahomes. Justin Jefferson is the fucking man. Almost a 40 burger on his first week here with you. Great. Nick Chubb, great. Singletary, I don't know, man. They'll figure it out. He might average 10 points a game, but that's fine. You even had your tight end give you a fat old goose egg, and you drop 146. Terrifying. Top 3 team. Good shit, Coulter. Good shit. Andrew Heim. I love you. I really do. I'm not saying this out of spite or because we like to give you shit. You talk about fantasy football being 80, 90% luck. But this is the 3rd year in a row that I think you have a bottom 5 team. I don't know if I don't know, man. The Tom Brady pick, I don't think he's going to be averaging 10 points a game. I think you're getting more from him than that. But there are people talking about Aaron Jones not being what he used to be, and so we shouldn't draft him as high as he was going. Like that information was out there. I mean, Devonte Adams is going to be Devonte Adams, and I think he's the best player on your team. But I don't think St. Brown. I mean, as much as I love that pick, I don't think he's giving you 20 points a game. Amari Cooper. I mean, it's a Browns receiver, so I'm not too high on that. I'm scared for you, dude. And I know that we like to give you shit for the sake of giving you shit, and I actually genuinely think you're a good commissioner because it's a lot of shit to put up with. I just don't like your team, and I think you need to stop saying fantasy is so much luck. I think it is like 50-50, but I get the vibe that you think it's like 90% luck. But just some of these picks, man. The only one I like is Devonte Adams and St. Brown. The rest, I'm just like, eh. Just eh. But anyway, love you, dude. Next up, we got Team Pizza versus, I'm not going to even try to say it, it's Gunnar Hayes' team. Gunnar won 130 to 76. Starting with Matt, Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he's going to give you 4 points a game every week, but maybe this is when he finally gets that downturn. We'll see. I do know, I think like almost every year, his first game is terrible, and then everybody starts talking about, is Aaron Rodgers bad this year or whatever. Maybe he comes back. I don't know. He's one of my question marks for the year. Alvin Kamara is not the man anymore either, Matt. He's not the fantasy god that he used to be. James Conner, great. God, dude, I don't like the DK Metcalf pick. And you even picked him a little bit early, if I remember right. I think he's a freak athlete. I do. I don't know if it's route running or what his deal is, but he doesn't get the targets that the man of his size and speed should have. I don't know what the deal is there. He should be, like, in my eyes, he should be like a Calvin Johnson, like that level of a player. Like, he should be Megatroning people. I don't know. Mike Williams, I don't know what the hell that 3 point game is. I thought Mike Williams was going to be up there with like Juju, Gabe Davis, St. Brown. I thought he was going to be one of those like sleeper receivers. Wrong on that one. 3 points. I hope he does better for you. Overall, Matt, I'm scared for you, buddy. You got George Kittle on IR. I think that man's just going to start getting beaten up for the rest of his career. I hate to say it, but bottom three, Matt. Bottom three team. Gunnar Hayes, I'm happy for you, dude. Wherever you can get wins is good for your psyche, for Landry, for Mickey, for everybody in your life. And this is one of them. I love Kirk Cousins. The man is balling out this year. I'm calling it. I mean, and for Kirk Cousins, 20-point game is balling out. Miles Sanders, great. I don't think Antonio Gibson's going to get you 20 points a game every time. But you got Travis Kelce. And I love Marquise Brown. I think he's going to be bailing out Kyler a lot. I like your team. And I like your bench. I think you got a sweet team. Top 5 for sure. Congrats on the win, buddy. I know you need them. Next up, we got Milwaukee Commanders in the back alley. Carter, fix the period in your name, please. Congrats on the win, though. Carter won 126 to 111, defeating Hayden. Starting with Hayden's team, I was on the Derek Carr train, 100%. They get Devontae Adams. They got Waller, who's supposedly going to be top 3 tight end at some point in his career. Like he looks dominant. Hunter Renfrow is a route running machine. Derek Carr just ain't it, man. He just ain't it. Leonard Fournette is a great pick. I do like that pick. Najee Harris is hurt. I don't know if he's playing this week or not. I don't know if that's been released. Good luck with that there. I hope it's not too bad. DJ Moore, I don't know, man. I don't know enough about him, but I just know that I've, from the limited stuff that I've read, to stay away from him this year. Good luck with that. Jerry Jeudy, I love that pick. I put him above like the St. Brown and the Gabe Davis, like Mike Williams, like that group. Like that's the wide receiver core that a lot of people were drafting together with. I think Jerry Jeudy's a fucking man. He had a good game. Overall, Hayden, I think you have a good team, like a playoff contender, but not a championship favorite. You do have a good-looking bench, a couple of 20 burgers down there. God, your bench scored 60 points. Almost beat Chris. The back alley, Carter. Carter, you got a good team, man. I feel like you always have a good team. Kyler Murray, I mean, he's going to get you points with his legs every time. Just because he can't see over his center and can't throw it over the middle doesn't mean he can't get you points. DeAndre Swift is a fucking animal. That dude is a beast. Zeke Elliott, I mean, it's the same thing with every Cowboys player. Unless it's Dalton Schultz, because tight ends are so scarce in this league. I'm just done picking Cowboys players. CeeDee Lamb burnt that. Dak Prescott, I have him in another league, burnt that. It's just, I'm done. That just blow the whole fucking team up. This, ugh. Love Stephon Diggs. Love Jalen Waddle. I think Knox is going to be averaging more than 1.5 points a game. I think that's a decent tight end. Overall, I like your team, Carter. Top 5, maybe 7 team. So playoff contender for sure. But that's it, boys. I hope you have a great day. And let's go Chiefs!